she there on Saturday?
So
On the Saturday?
I don't think she's
I don't
there
know
on the
Saturday, but
Saturday.
she's gonna be there in general.
And it also said there's going to be special guests. So I have a feeling, an inkling, if Future's coming out, Drake got to be coming out.
Yeah, Drake's coming
Got
out
to be.
most likely.
You know
I wouldn't be surprised. I also wouldn't be surprised if he didn't show up.
I also wouldn't be surprised if it's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
It's September? It's the first week, though. Because it's on, what, the 9th to the 11th? It's the first week of September.
But August kind of get cold towards the end.
No, it
Yeah, it's
doesn't.
possible. No, it's possible.
Kinda.
It's possible.
Sweater
It's
weather
approaching,
around
yeah.
September.
Kinda.
Beginning of September is never cold. I don't know what you guys
It's
are talking
possible.
about.
I wouldn't say never, because we in Canada, so.
We're gonna have a hot summer, man.
Hey, man, you're the meteorologist.
Give me a hot summer. Global warming,
I
bro.
hear you, man.
Oh, man. It's possible. That's all I was going to say. But, yeah, man. I think Rolling Loud's going to be cool. So, DeAndre, you got a ticket, right?
Yeah, this is 90% sold out.
Yeah. So, Nick, no ticket.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not,
no
I don't want to go.
I'll FaceTime.
I'll be at the after party shits though.
After party?
I'll be at the after party, so
Saturday's gonna be
100%.
Future,
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
Roddy
after
Rich, Skepta, Trippie Red, Ski Mask, Yachty, Presta, NLE, Jazz Cartier,
Falconio?
Baca,
You hear it yet?
Bernard Bad.
Nah. I
Fabio's
forgot.
going to be there,
I
too,
don't. I
right?
can't find it anywhere. I'm trying to
Now
find it.
Fabio's there on.
Oh, you try to
Sunday.
get it leaked.
Out.
Yeah, Fabio. Sunday's gonna be
out?
WizKid,
Yeah,
Migos,
bro, on the
Nav,
story,
Lil TJ, Checka, Belly,
Migos?
Chuck West, Fabio, Young Blue, K Camp, Killy, Xavier
It's on
Wolf.
streaming platforms?
It's on Apple Music right now.
And Friday's gonna be Uzi,
Nice.
A Boogie, Dave, Ray Sherman, Roy Wood.
Shrem.
Yeah. To
Black
be honest, on the Friday, I'm probably gonna show up on. I'm gonna show up late. I kind of know I should move it first, but like, I don't think he's gonna be that thick and rolling loud. So we'll see.
I don't know,
Yo,
man.
listen, man.
That
Personally,
comes from
me,
Jordan.
I think a lot of the Toronto rappers are not gonna really show up crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
think the only notable people off the top of my dome who I remember seeing on the bill, I think Press will probably do a good job. Jazz Cartier. Well, actually, just tell
Oh,
me.
Doobie's gonna be there.
There's a lot of ops there too, dog.
Smiley.
There's a lot of people who are ops and that shit.
Yo,
too.
isn't Presto the one that's been avoiding coming back for a little bit?
Yeah.
I think this is like the
Yeah.
first time
He has,
publicly
a
like
bounty.
he.
I'm pretty sure he has a bounty on his head.
Saturday's gonna be kind of dangerous.
I'm telling you, if you look at the bill and see
All I
who's
keep
who,
seeing is the Raptors parade.
yeah, but then
That's all I keep.
if you,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
but then after it's on the next set on the next day and on the next set on the next day.
Yeah.
Yo, what is she
Yeah.
gonna perform?
I have no idea.
I actually try to think. I'm like, yo, what songs are there that she's gonna perform?
Bro, I don't even know her music like that.
Me neither.
So that's why I wouldn't even know what she's gonna be.
I wonder what
performing.
she's gonna entertain on stage then.
What do you mean?
Well, like, what is she gonna do on stage?
Well, she can't
She
get
gonna
out
twerk.
too much.
I know she can't skin out too much, and that's what I'm thinking. Like, what else can she do on stage?
She's gonna twerk. She's gonna. Hey,
I think she'll probably get like a guest to come out, and that's what I think.
She perform like two, 3 tracks, and then she's just gonna be talking shit, and then be like, "Yo, follow me on OnlyFans." And start.
Putting your OnlyFans out there at Rolling Loud would be funny.
I'm pretty sure Ruby Rose is gonna do that. Follow me on OnlyFans.
That's what they're doing on stage. They're just telling people just follow them. Cause how old are the kids?
Well, why not?
It's a kids event.
I think it should be 16 plus.
Yeah,
It
you
should
can't be promoting your adult shit at OnlyFans to the masses like that. You're like,
OnlyFans should be 18 plus, right?
yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
Well, they say you gotta be
For certain
No,
accounts.
no. I think it is an 18.
For certain
Nah,
accounts.
OnlyFans.
For OnlyFans, it's 16.
OnlyFans is not.
Yeah, I was like, yo.
Sex only.
Yeah,
I
so for
know,
certain
but
accounts, you gotta be-
the fact that it does have adult content, you still need to be of a certain age to be on the app.
Yeah, but that's like porn websites. Porn websites, you gotta be 18 plus. What?
No, you're
Features
missing
to
what
learn
I'm
it.
saying. I'm saying regardless if you're allowed to be on it, you still have to make it be known that it's an adult, it's a mature website.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you it's kind of like when you sign up for like Twitter or some shit. Like you can be 13, you can be a young person to use it, but it's a mature app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta get parental.
Yeah,
consent.
all that shit. I remember when I was playing Habbo Hoe-Tale, it was the same thing. You had to be 13. I started that shit when I was 11.
I think it's because you gotta be 13 because also you can make purchases in the game, in-game purchases.
Whatever
like
it
that.
is, I don't know what the rule is, but
Nice
I just know at a
Habbo.
certain age.
Habbo sponsor this man. This guy loves
Yo, I was on Habbo for a hot minute till I had to start realizing
What are you saying right now? What's it called?
Habbo Hoe-Tale. You don't remember that?
No.
You never played
Oh
Habbo?
wow. Okay, so
That's
Habbo
good.
Habbo Hoe-Tale was
Habbo
Habbo
man?
Hoe-Tale was literally like the Lego version of like maybe Sims. Nah, not even Sims.
It's like
It's
like an 8-bit sim.
Yeah, it's not, but it's not Sims like you're telling the person you are the person, and you just get to type in, customize your person, and go to these like
Rooms.
rooms and
Customize your own.
Customize your
personal
own.
room.
It's like a PC thing.
yeah. So it'll show like a third person like room, like a 3D space,
Okay.
and you're just a little character walking in that space, and you linked up with all these random ass people across the globe and shit.
What's your
Good times,
craziest
bro.
story from there?
Seeing how much people were horny as fuck. Yo, so they would block out all the fucking horny words and shit. So you'd be like, you'll see people be like, "Yo, I want to bubble you" or some shit. they'll block the mature word and put
Yeah.
bubba. So it's
Bubba,
just
yeah,
like,
that's
yo, yeah, let's bubble right now or some shit. And like you would
It's
have
like what's not
so-
said is understood.
yeah, so
What's
it was
understood
even more
doesn't need to be
fucking funny
explained.
because there are certain furniture you could collect. So people would buy beds and shit.
That's hilarious.
And their
Sell
two
them on
characters would just lie on the bed and they would just type like, yo, doing this. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is fucking
That's
weird.
hilarious. So wait, but they could just do that in the open and people are just gathered around, just
Yeah,
watching.
just watching.
People walk in the room, walk
Yeah, just
back
walk.
out.
Yeah. It's funny when you walk in the room and you just walk back and go like, nah, fuck this. This shit is
God.
lame.
That is
The rap
hilarious.
battles were funny though.
Yo, the rap battle shit. Yo, because it was funny because you have to be fast with the
Did you
fingers.
say? That's what I'm saying. Like,
copy
what
and
the
paste the
heck is
bars.
going
Niggas have
on?
to write bars for bars for bars. I remember I tried to do that, but I'm like, I type so slow.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah, Habbo Hoe-Tale is a fucking fun game.
That sounds like a
Shout
vibe.
out to Habbo, bro.
They brought that shit to iPhone. I checked it like
That's not the
I
same.
hear you, but I think younger me would have been fucking with that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like holy fuck, because I remember every time after school, I'm like, let me go home and log into Habbo Hoe-Tale. And yeah,
As a member.
the most lucrative shit was
Could never do that.
fam. At a certain
member.
point, if you've been in it long enough, yo, you could start scamming mans for their shit. Oh, I was going crazy.
All they
That's
need to
like-
do is just merge
Make a-
crypto
so the-
into that shit.
Huh?
That would
Right.
be crazy.
Crypto, you said on there?
Like a crypto Habbo type shit.
Ooh, they might.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have something like
They might
that.
do that.
Something in meta. Put something like, yeah, put it in meta or something like that. Have a Habbo VR world.
But how do you scam people in there?
Okay, so there was a bunch of these games, right? There were certain games on Habbo that people like created, and it just became like household like things to kind of just throw out, like if you want to throw it yourself. But a majority of people were doing it to scam people out of their shit because Habbo had a whole like chunk of like these items like furniture shit like that were rare and fucking all that bullshit. And the thing is that was crazy about it is because you had to actually use real money to actually acquire some of these things, right?
Yeah.
So some of these things never existed because if you weren't playing early or whatever,
Or at
then
that
you wouldn't
time.
have got it.
Right.
So they had so I remember this one I'll never forget it. It was called the Habbo throne chair, and that was like the most expensive fucking thing you could ever cop. Like people were paying real life money to actually cop it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Habbo has a whole shit ton of fucking like furniture items, all this bullshit that you could collect, and they're of rarity. And some people would what's it called? They would throw games or whatever, and I just remember one of them. One of them was called Falling Fernie. So you had to basically just put yourself in a. You had to. It was like you get a whole group of people in your room, right? And they all have to just stand randomly. So you say like it's me, you, and Dre, right? And say like we're gonna have one mole in there because we want to take everybody's shit. So yo,
okay.
it's crazy. So all three of
it's
us
like
are
some
in.
Ocean 11 shit.
Yeah, all four of us are in the game, right?
Yeah.
So I'll be like, yo, Marcus, I'm gonna tell you, like, literally, I'll text you on the side or some shit, MSN you or whatever. Just be like, yo,
The right answer.
I'll be like,
or
yo,
how
I'm about to
win.
drop the furniture in the top left. Make sure you start running there or whatever.
Yeah.
Because once I drop the chair, you go sit in. So every time you sit in a chair, you're safe.
Yes.
You know? So it was like playing like musical chairs almost, but
Yeah.
without the music. So
Yeah.
at a certain point, people if you lose,
Yo, this
you had
sounds
to.
hilarious.
It was funny as fuck. As
I
a
just
kid,
imagine like Marcus's character just inching closer to that left side.
yeah, like some people caught on, like, nah, this is a scam. And when Mathis be like, yo, this is a scam, you kick them out your room, like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Don't expose no shit.
Kick them out the room when
Yeah,
they speak.
when they start speaking up, kick them out the room, bitch. So,
Trap.
so-
you just sound like that fucking Star Wars character.
literally.
It's a trap.
So at a certain point, the whole goal is to incentivize people to keep paying to stay.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, yo, just give me. I remember what people had to pay, but people had to pay either like furniture shit or whatever, and
Also,
or
it was like a lottery, and you had to like pay like $2 to play.
with furniture though. Like
Okay.
it's like
The
if you
furniture is the
had no
currency.
fucking if you had no form of like currency or furniture or whatever, like yo, there's no point. Try again
Yeah.
next time or whatever. But every time, so my whole objective as a judge is to make sure Marcus is getting the win
them-
every time,
Right.
so that everybody just says, "Yo, I'm out of shit to give" or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you're like, Marcus won, yo, he won this big.
You won everything.
Yeah, not even just. I think it's that, or you just win like the grand prize. Like somebody would be like, "Yo, we're gonna give away like this one couch that like you have to
That's
sign up to be a member
crazy.
for it." So it was lucrative, and that's what made the game even more fun
How
because
much did you get out of it?
I don't even remember that shit, to be honest. But I did get a couple rare shit. Scammed a lot of people.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was
Scammed
good.
a lot.
And on top of that too, I remember I was so obsessed of like getting those fucking coins, but you have to use real money. And I remember, I don't know how I found it, but I found some random ass number that you could call.
Yo, this
And it's
guy
like,
was
yo,
serious.
every time
How old was it? When was this?
Nigga, I was like
Years, bro.
years
Decades,
ago, like
decades.
yeah, like a decade or two. No, not even a decade, like 15
Jeez.
years or so. I don't remember, man. I was
Okay.
young as fuck.
How old were you? Like, that's
I don't
all I'm asking.
remember. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say
Nine,
some
9 or
minutes ago.
10 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. How was like what when we were 10?
That's what I'm thinking, like 10,
Okay.
11. Like, I don't remember. I was young as fuck. I just remember the internet was my friend, and I was just searching everything for answers. So I remember I found the Habbo, this random ass number that says, because on the Habbo Hotel website, you can call for a certain amount of, you could call a certain amount of times and collect a certain, like a small amount of credits. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, what's the harm in calling, right? So I found another number that gives you more guap, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So I kept calling and calling and calling and calling. And I was getting stacks. Like, I can't even
How
lie.
does that even work?
But yo, I didn't even know how. I was just like, fuck it. But then,
It sounds like they probably charged you to your phone.
yup. So I remember one time I was at my aunt's house and
are
I
you
called it like
serious?
crazy. I called it like crazy. And my aunt's like, yo. One day she hit me. She's just like, yo, have you been calling this random number, blah, blah? I'm like, no. What number is that? 1-800 number? What am I doing calling those numbers? And she never told me, but it sounded like she was cheesed because that shit probably racked up a lot of money.
How much would that?
I don't know. I don't know. I was young. I did not check. I didn't.
That's like what they're trying to
I didn't
find
even
out.
care. Exactly. I wasn't trying to find out. I just heard that this number is getting me free coins. So I'm like, fuck it. And I just kept stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking until I started to realize that the number is charging people in real life that I know. And I'm like, let me stop calling. And I slowly came off of Habbo just because I started to realize, I'm like, it was just stupid. I'm like, yo, I'm playing this game just to sit on furniture. I'm like,
You
yeah.
said you had racks,
I had stupid amount of like
like more than
Coins.
1,000.
no. I know, like you could purchase like all right.
Their currency.
Let me
So-
give,
so
you-
you
let
can
me give
purchase
you a
their
number. Let me
currency.
give you a number I just looked up. So
'Cause- hold on, hold on.
630 credits
Hold
or
on, hold on, hold on.
diamonds would cost $70.
No, hold on. So you have
It's
to.
probably cheaper.
Yeah, back then
It's
it was
probably
way
cheaper, but then I just remember that when you converted the coin. So say like if I paid $5, right? Say like $10 gives me a gold bar. A gold bar was worth a certain amount.
Right.
Say like 100 Habbo coins, but then like a $50 bag was like 50 Habbo coins or whatever, but it will go down. So it's like $15 real life was $100 in Habbo, or $10 or $5 was a $50 in Habbo and shit. So I was collecting like that, and I had a lot of 50 bags. That's all I can remember, and I was just like, I couldn't tell you how much that was, but I remember I had a whole sidewall full of 50 bags, and I'm like, yeah, I'm rich.
I'd be livid if I see my phone bill just $80.
Yeah, it was
back in the
ridiculous.
2000s.
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where you're getting charged for it.
That's a lie. All the time.
Yo, I actually almost got booked still. Yeah, I almost got booked. I almost got booked. I remember.
You went back after you told her you don't know?
No. So,
Criminal returns to the scene of the
my
crime.
stepbrother was asking me something about it, and I was just like, he's like, yo, how do you get all this? I'm like, yo, don't worry, I have a way. And this guy's dad heard me, and he was like, you have a way, and I guess he's seen the calls on this shit. He's like, he started putting two and two together. He's like, yo, you been calling this shit? I know, what the heck? But that was my way of getting guap.
Oh my god!
But it was so funny. I was just like, yo, don't worry, I have a way of getting money. And he's just like, it's like he was preying the whole time, like detective work, like where it is. So yo, you been calling this number? I was like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's smiling mad crazy as you say that.
On me. So,
I know exactly who too.
yeah.
So go.
Anyways, welcome to the next episode. Yeah, you do it.
Man's Mossin podcast coming at you live at Ever Direct.
That was a good DJ scratch.
Got your boy Jay Splash coming in on his own way. You got Tech Water the God controlling the waters, controlling the ones and twos.
He parted the red fucking sea.
You got Nick Nubian, Nature Boy Nick, the natural historian in the building. You got Jay Tron, the spirit of every Ebonic, shifting the ever tectonic. You got special guests in the building, special DJ, Chef, LimLeft.
Ooh, that was good.
You're getting great. Yo, man, I be trying. I was gonna do like DJ Redacted for you, but I don't know if you want to.
DJ Redacted.
You know, I don't know if you want to expose the name yet. But yeah, man, we got another special episode for you guys today. Episode 71. If you haven't yet already, go hit that like, go ahead hit that subscribe, go ahead rate us. What else can you do?
Like us and subscribe to us.
Like us, subscribe us, rate us, comment.
Do all that.
Follow us.
Share us.
Follow our cult.
We a cult?
Yeah.
What's it called?
What we trying to do?
I'm joking.
What's that? What'd you say?
Scratch
We're
on
trying to start a
You
cult.
trying to start a cult,
The
man?
MAM cult.
I don't know if I want devoted people like that, man. I don't know if I could be trusted with all that power.
Nah, trust
No one man can have so much power, bro.
I think I would be a cool cult leader.
You think so?
I think I could do it. I just wouldn't want to kill everybody.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I'd just be like, yo, listen, our time is gonna come. I can't tell you when though. I'm not gonna be the one to kill you guys. No, I'm just saying, like, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Not all cults are gonna make you die. So I just don't want people to associate like, oh, my cult with dying. You know what I mean? Because there's been some crazy ass cults out there that just had a whole bunch of like people just die out. But I'm just saying, like, I don't want people to be scared. I just want people to know that, yo, listen, my whole goal is we're trying to like re-green the earth. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Our cult is
Be on some positivity.
yeah, man. I'll be like, yo, we all gotta wear red all the time. Gotta make sure that we eat this and that all the time.
Eat what?
But I didn't make out the menu just yet. But it's gonna be good food, man.
Okay.
Just certain rules you just gotta follow.
okay.
Nah, I'm fucking with you still.
Gotta make sure you have oxtail every week.
If you don't follow the rules,
You're out. That's it. You're out. Nothing crazy. My cult is we're safe.
in or out.
I don't know yet.
I'd use the Oak 5 broke.
I'll call it Kind Gate.
What?
Kind Gate.
Kind Gate. Okay.
The Kind Gate?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know yet. I just kind of thought it all in my head.
It'd be a rainbow? You might confuse it.
No. Just a,
Yeah, you can. The 30 pieces. You can use the rainbow.
yeah, I can't use the rainbow, so I guess I'll just use a nice golden gate.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. It's the Man's Mossin podcast. You already know what
Would you guys start a cult?
Yeah.
What would your cult be like?
I don't really know exactly what it would be yet, but it would probably be It'll probably be along the lines that I want people to, do things for me. I wouldn't want you to treat me like a god, but like I want
Like a
you to
leader.
treat me close. Yeah, just treat me like a nice leader.
I feel that.
What do you mean by do things for you?
Like,
Do my errands.
Treat me like I'm a king.
Yeah, on some Pharaoh shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that.
Treat me like I'm a king.
I feel that. I'm more of the equality side. Like I want to be. I want to be like you niggas.
No, I don't want to be equal. I'm the leader.
I hear you.
I want some difference.
I want everyone
the
to.
goal?
I want people to confide in the leader.
What's the mission? What's the
man.
task
I
at hand?
see it.
What's the final
For me,
for both cults?
all right. For my cult, it's gonna be like something like Buddhism. You just gotta reach a state of nirvana. That's it. However you get it.
Okay.
Word. I
How
forget
do
what
you
the
get it?
name of the drink is. I think it's like kombucha or something. But there's some drink they have in the Amazon, and it like takes you to a nirvana state.
Oh,
forget the
ayahuasca.
Yeah, ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
ayahuasca.
fucking that's a DMT thing, bro.
Yeah,
that's a
psychedelics.
psychedelic.
Yeah,
I think oh no,
take
that's from the root. That's from a root. I was thinking of the toads. There's toads.
Frog.
Yeah, there's these toads in South America that release some fucking psychedelic shit out of their back whenever they're threatened. Like, so say like if an animal eats it or whatever.
Trip out.
Yeah, literally. So I mean, at the sacrifice of the frog, it still probably gets fucked up, but the animal now is fucking tripping like
balls.
probably gets fucked up for the rest of its life. At the expense of that. So yeah, but some people in the forest and shit, they be harvesting these frogs and shit, and it's low key fucking up the ecosystem or whatever. And
the ecosystem be delicate, man.
yo, mad fine tuned, bro. It's fucked. Like if one thing fucks it all up, it just kind of creates like this butterfly effect of
like,
random
I
shit.
remember I was watching some random YouTuber, or maybe it was Discovery Channel. It was like, what would happen if you took wolves out of a certain forest?
Ooh.
It's like all of a sudden the fucking river starts growing mad crazy, like trees start growing and shit.
It's the rainforest. Don't mess with the rainforest.
Yo, man, oh man, you guys, I don't even think it's on Netflix or nothing. But if you guys get a chance to watch David Attenborough's Green Planet.
Is that the guy that goes? He has like the English accent.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
Like, and now we have
Yeah.
the
Yo,
red,
he's
the
actually
red snappers.
high key. I'm gonna say this. It's a good time to watch his shit because he's actually about to be done, like narrating, which is crazy because that nigga is close to 100 and he's seen the whole world.
What you mean by like now's a good time to watch his shit? But like,
You never know.
It's online forever.
No, he's doing one more. He's doing one more last documentary for Apple, and it's actually about dinosaurs. It's actually about the prehistoric planet. And and it's funny because there was a documentary that came out years ago about dinosaurs and shit, and some people wanted him to narrate it, but he was like, it's too speculative for him to kind of do it because he's all about facts and shit. So he's doing this one now, and it's almost like it's kind of like a cool, I don't know. To me, it's like it seems poetic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All right.
So if you catch it on May 23rd on Apple, I'm here promoting it. Like,
okay.
Yeah, watch that. That's his last ever documentary, and I think that's gonna be pretty cool. Cause that nigga almost 100. That nigga might die. Not too far from now, and then
knock on wood. Yeah. I mean,
Nah.
like he's lived a good life though.
that's what I was saying.
So,
I'm like,
you know, it wouldn't even be a bad thing if you.
that's what I'm saying.
Out.
I'm not saying he's mad. I'm just saying, yo.
Wouldn't it be a bad? You 100?
Yeah, I would never. My grandpa died at like 90 something, and I was like, yo, dude, that's a fucking ripe ass life.
Yeah, man.
Especially as a guy.
100? That's a long life, man.
Close to 100 is a fucking feat for a guy. Because we're supposed to die out at like, what, 70 or 80? Yeah, that's crazy. So to defy the odds, trying to get like that. But I don't know. I don't know if I could deal with all the shit that comes with it. I personally...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I personally don't think I want to live that old.
That's what bro, we had this conversation before, and I'm like, bro, if I can't wipe my own ass, I don't know if you were on, but if I can't wipe my own ass, and I think Marcus was there. Marcus was saying he wants to live to an old ass age, but I was saying if I can't wipe my own ass, I don't want to live that long. Like, if I gotta like depend on people to like get up, go to the washroom, live my daily life, like just let me.
Yo, listen,
take me out, bro.
As guys,
in my sleep, just.
Yo, hold on. You never seen that fucking video of the fucking old ass Asian nigga who was basically a skeleton?
Yeah, no, I never seen
In the
that.
bed, you see
never
it,
seen
yo, man. You remember that?
You've seen it. You've seen
I've
it.
seen it.
My nigga was a living skeleton. Yo, the nigga's cheeks were
His lungs, and his ribs. You can see everything.
You could,
Jeez.
yo, the man's cheekbones
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
were
I can't do
inside
that.
of his face. Fam.
I can't do that. No, take me out. Well, how old was he? Like 120?
Had to be over 100 and
he was-
something,
he was
but that
over
nigga
100.
was literally sticks and
Yeah.
skin.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
What
bro,
is he? He's
I
like
was-
looking like
Breathe in,
fucking
you can
Emperor
see his
Palpatine.
bones.
Like I can't do that, bro.
yo, he's worse than Palpatine, bro. You remember the fucking the fucking that old ass fish or whatever from SpongeBob who was on the wheelchair talking about
Yo,
that's how the nigga looked.
looked.
That's how the nigga looked. He was
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
the man's eye sockets are dark as fuck. I can see his lips. Like I can't even see what he's saying, but lips were just moving and skin and just.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
no.
yeah,
at
yeah,
what
yeah.
point? At what point is it worth living that long?
Nah, take me out, man.
Take me out personally.
Yeah.
Take me out at 77,
Whoa.
and that wasn't even to be something crazy.
You just resonate with the seven.
Yeah, man. I didn't even know why I said that, but
Angels. Is
take me
angel
out at
numbers.
77, bro. I think that's a lucky number.
77. That's the way to go out. Okay.
Yeah, so
All right.
I'll be young enough to be like, fuck.
That's when you get the 9 wives, or is that you gotta be a certain part of a certain cult to do that? I'm sorry, religion.
Oh, if I was believing in my cult, I guess. That'd be crazy.
9 wives.
That's why I said if I was to be a cult.
You have the
yeah.
minerals for 9 wives.
What you mean? You gotta have minerals?
Can you even have that?
Oh,
much
the
energy?
minerals. That is crazy. I never heard that one before. Yeah, I was like, huh? Diamonds? What? Yeah, I don't know.
So y'all would live to like 90 something? What about you?
No, not me.
Yeah, me. I'm gonna be wrinkled up, pruned up,
You want to
long
see?
ass beard.
You know what? I
So-
don't. I
so
do
what
and
is that
don't
age?
want to.
80?
90.
90?
Yeah.
How about you?
I think 90 is good enough. I think I've seen enough of the world at that point.
Bro, hold on. I just want to put this out there.
Yeah.
As guys,
Okay.
we will suffer from dementia and Alzheimer's a lot. We're a lot more susceptible to it. So you guys really so down for that, right?
Yeah.
As I said, 90s are the cutoff for me. I feel like at that point, I'm just like, I think I've seen enough.
I don't know,
Plus, I got arthritis and all that. So I'm going to be in bare pain. So,
Yeah, man. If my mind is affected, I feel like I get so frustrated.
Bro, I watched my grandpa go through dementia, and I'm like, damn. And I've only heard worse stories after. Like
Yeah.
shit where like you start thinking you're in a certain place to the point where you think you're of a certain age, like you think you're younger now. Like it's like your brain literally deteriorating as you're living.
you don't remember
Like now
stuff
you're just a
and all
shit.
that.
It's like it's fucked, and I'm like, yo.
You're just a vessel at that
Yeah,
point.
we're
To me,
diapers.
that shit's scary because I'm like, yo, I don't know. The thought of just losing everything,
Yeah,
it just seems so. Ew,
Telling you,
give me the
bro.
heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
It's like I'm at the dinner table, just
Damn. Man, this nigga said he wants
That's crazy still.
assisted suicide.
Oh,
This
just make
nigga
me-
wants assisted suicide.
This is mine.
Yo, you know what's funny? He's gonna be the grandpa at the table. Hey man, I'm not saying you guys should kill me now, but I'm ready. He's gonna be at the table like I'm ready to die. This is it.
When's his
in the
birthday?
second
Everyone's
drawer.
singing happy birthday. Grandpa, what's your wish? Oh, I want to leave.
I'm not asking for nothing much. Just put the pillow over my face. I don't know.
Oh god, take me out. Take me out. Oh god.
Yo, I think those would be
You
the
hear me
funny
coughing,
old
2
people.
a.m. just reaching the second drawer.
Yeah.
The combination is safe.
Yeah.
Just make sure. Just make sure I don't know when you're coming.
Yeah.
Just come.
I sleep with my mouth
That's
open.
funny.
Just drop the pill in there.
Everything he needs in the attic.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Being old and ripe and setting that all up. But imagine being old and ripe and you couldn't die. Like that'd be annoying. Like you're there talking about fuck. Like
Would
this
you-
is
would
it.
you- would
But
you-
then every day it keeps getting extended
Would you transfer your conscience into a different
different thing.
Oh, yeah,
you know what's
I would.
crazy? Black Mirror made me want to do that. I can't even front.
Yeah.
I remember there was. Do you guys remember the episode
I
where
know exactly what you're talking about.
where they lost something, but
Yeah.
they would upload their mind or some shit to a cloud,
yeah.
and it felt as if you. So these niggas could go through any fucking period of life.
Yeah.
And I was like, nigga, what? Give me that if I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just-
That's the episode with the old people, right?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the old people, and they're able to they're able to what's it called?
Sign
It was basically easier for them because a lot of them are dying.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me go here. Let me feel like I'm in my young days. There's a bunch of people partying this virtual world and all that. And you have the option that you can die or they can upload your mind into that so you can live there forever.
Yeah, put me in that shit. No fucking cap, because as weird as it sounds, I kind of look at like your soul is like kind of like water. Like it could be transferred into like so many things. Like if you
DNA.
it's like if you're water in a mug and the mug breaks, you wipe it up. Now it's inside of a paper towel and everything. I look at like your soul is just some like transferable kind of like endless thing, like no matter what.
Yes, it is endless. Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I feel like I guess that's why I kind of like fuck with reincarnation, because I'm like, yeah, it is really hard to kind of think that like
You believe in reincarnation?
to a degree. Not saying like I'm gonna turn into a mouse or something, but kind of just like
That'd be kind of sick though. Turn into like a cat or some shit.
like that'd be cool. Like
If you're lucky, if you get taken by a nice
yeah.
soul.
Could you imagine being
Especially a street cat.
imagine all your
Yeah,
street cat.
still, but like
Yeah,
I
on the
gotta
road
be
all
in a
the
certain
time.
area, like LA.
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta be like Midwest America.
I'd love to be an island cat. That seems pretty lit.
Island cat would be. Well,
Island cat
It's
seems
bare
pretty
food,
lit.
bro.
Yeah,
It's
island
bare
cat.
food when
It's like,
you're
yo, I'm on
out.
this fucking island. I don't even know I got here. Nah, Amazon's too dangerous here.
Talking like pumas,
The tiniest one?
jaguars,
Yeah, they're small.
The lynx.
Like,
And
Not the lynx.
cougars. I done named like 5 different cats.
clouded leopard?
Hyenas?
Leopard?
Hyenas are
Ocelot?
dark canines.
What the fuck are you talking about? Ocelot? What the fuck is that?
It's a cat.
Is that an Egyptian cat?
Nah, it's one of...
Nigga, that sounds like a fucking Decepticon. What the fuck are you talking about? Ocelot.
Yeah.
What? No, let me Google this shit. Bro,
There's
like,
different types of cats.
Yo,
out
use
there.
the text to speech if you can't spell it, bro.
Isn't that a card too?
I remember... Yeah. I'm into that shit, man. Nature boy Nick.
bruh. This a goddamn cheetah, man.
Let me see it.
This a
Like a
goddamn
mini-
cheetah. This a mini cheetah.
Look, it's so tiny and
It's
cute.
a mini cheetah. That's all it is.
And all they eat is
that?
tiny
Ocelot.
things. But I wouldn't want to be an Amazon. Anything in the
Rainforest cat, no.
because you have to remember all these things in the Amazon be trying to kill you, man. Even the plants are trying to
plants,
out competition the other plants. That's why I said, yo, watch Green Planet by David Attenborough. You guys are gonna be like, yo, you wouldn't even believe how these plants are in competition, fam. It's kind of fucking scary.
I've seen Green
Yeah.
Planet
Oh, you
still.
watched it? Oh, my nigga, that shit was unbelievable. I was like, yo,
I'm in your color.
respect, bro. Green Planet just
Yeah, I was
coming
gonna say, I
out.
usually watch those stuff with my dog. I
GP.
mean, my dog just be laying down on the couch just watching Planet Earth and like all this stuff. It's like, yo, especially in 4K, bro, your eyes just be like, yo, this is so
man,
crazy.
I fuck with those cinematographers so heavy because I'm like, yo, they're doing this shit in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even bring like a little truck dolly thing. Like, mans have to go there with their drone and their 1-2 camera. Have you guys actually watched the behind the scenes after the whole episode is done? Yo, it's fucked. These guys are actually like in the trenches and shit. Like, this I remember
the
one.
lenses are too, like, they have to use like crazy lenses because they can't be anywhere close
Can't
to
be,
these
yo.
things. They have to be like stupid far.
Stupid far, and then you have to be fucking lucky. Some mans are out there in the forest for like 3-4 years, yeah, even months or years out there just to capture one golden monkey leap across the fucking the tree, dog. And they're like, yo, that's all we needed. This is all we needed. Cause yo, and that's the thing. If they fuck that up, they're like, another 6 months down the road, we have to go catch this thing. Cause yo, all these fucking animals are elusive as fuck. It's like
I could see that. Like,
You know what I
missed
mean?
the migration process or the migration
all that,
period.
yo, and that's what we were talking about earlier. Like, everything is really fine tuned. Like, all animals and shit already know like their role and shit. And it's just like, yo, when one thing fucks it up, it's like, yo, this whole kind of collapse just kind of happens, yo. So
Yeah, I recently just saw on Instagram, somebody was doing a social experiment asking people what they think the world would be like without black people. And then,
whoa, nice segue. I like this.
yeah, and I was just like, yeah, what would it be like? And then one guy,
Architecture. No architecture,
Right.
no hygiene, no fashion, no mathematics.
Air conditioning, no peanut butter.
peanut butter.
Hey, hold on. We talked about that peanut butter shit already.
So with people,
Listen, imagine the first nigga who got allergic to peanuts. That must have been fucked.
okay,
I'm just saying, was peanut really that
Important. It's good for you, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
but
Peanuts is good too.
the side effect from it, whoever's fucked from it, that's almost a
Yeah.
death
It
sentence.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the first nigga who's in the room after you introduce the peanut, like, yo, the benefits, this and that, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then after one nigga in the room's like, this is good. Y'all got some water?
Like a goddamn Popeye biscuit.
And you start seeing this nigga start breaking on the hives and shit. And you're like, yo, what is wrong with you?
No EpiPen, nothing.
Nothing. No EpiPen existed and shit. This nigga's just getting
watching.
fucked up off the
He's gonna
peanut.
die, bro.
And then nobody knows what to do. You seen this guy get into
Yo, you know
some
what's
shock.
crazy? They probably thought like the man was trying to poison him too. They
Yeah.
lock up the man.
You know what I'm saying? So that was
The
my
man
thing.
just sentenced to death, and he's like, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Could you imagine? So my whole thing is
there weren't hospitals back then
that's
either.
yo, my guy. Peanuts was a literal fucking what do you call that? A cyanide pill.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
that's it.
It's a cyanide pill,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Peanuts
yeah.
was the original.
Yeah,
was an
yeah.
organic cyanide pill for certain niggas, bro.
Yeah, that's hilarious. When is
Think about who was the first nigga to actually get allergic to nuts, bro. That must have been fucked. You know how much niggas probably died before they figured out, like, oh, it's the nuts?
it was
Yeah.
They're like, yo,
What's wrong with
this
this?
guy? This guy's weak.
Yo, Cassie, this is the third person that died off of your peanut porridge. This is the third person. What are you doing?
First is probably sitting at home like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, I can't believe I did this.
I call that bitch a witch.
So what's wrong with me?
Cooking up some next voodoo fucking stew.
Oh,
dog.
a witch is actually a real
And that's what I'm
thing.
saying. A witch.
Because anytime something that they didn't understand,
Witch.
yo, witch.
Especially with a woman behind it. This witch. Not even bitch. This fucking witch.
Yeah,
They try to kill me.
yeah,
dead.
yeah. That's crazy.
Oh man. When were peanuts even founded? Because
Yo, I
actually
just
just
looked
looked
that
that
up.
up.
Apparently, it's the 1500s.
oh Jesus.
Yeah, in
No,
South America.
niggas was dying left, right, and center with them peanuts, bro. I'm telling you. And it's funny because a nigga who probably witnessed a man die from the peanut, he's like, oh yeah, I'ma definitely assassinate a nigga with that. And he put the peanut with him, and the man just ate it.
He's nice.
He's like, yeah, are you still alive? Yeah. I seen that shit kill 3 people already. How the fuck this guy survived?
This guy's
yo?
going back to the drawing board like Wile E. Coyote. He's like,
Tried to
what
give
the
him more peanuts?
Should grind it up this time, bro.
Yeah. I should grind it up this time.
Dust.
Oh, man.
Oh god.
Activate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
It's
shit.
actually true though. If you do eat like a lot, because this actually happens to me. If you eat a lot of peanuts, you can get an allergic reaction.
Really? That's so interesting. That's so interesting. I
Because
would.
I'm saying there's people that like, especially when they go to bars, they always eat bare peanuts.
How much is a
But
lot?
I think that's what I'm saying. I think there has to be a certain amount of peanuts you have to be
That's a whole
crunching.
jar.
I think it is
depends on who you are.
subjective,
Yeah.
only because I know what do you call the bagels that had the black poppy seeds on them?
Everything bagel?
Nigga, if you actually eat enough everything bagels,
Yeah, it's
you could
opioid.
you could test positive for heroin.
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's fucked.
Because heroin's poppy seeds.
So I can imagine that eating enough of like peanuts or some shit will probably like, you know,
Okay, put it this way. I had a 2-kilo bag of peanuts.
my nigga, what?
You had a 2-kilo bag of
No, all of it. This is where you gotta react to it. One.
Probably like 1.5.
So at what point were you like, I'm feeling a little weird?
Oh guys, I don't feel too good.
That's the first the whole bag.
I was literally just chilling. I was eating it. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I'm good. Bless.
You get it from Bulk Bar?
Live shit. I was like, bless. I'm good. And then after a while, I'm like,
Yeah, the belly
Not scratching up his throat and everything.
itchy. Do you break out in hives?
hives all over my arm. My rats.
NXRTH or Darnell.
Okay, so you had hives all over your arm. You ran to your mom.
Yeah, and then I ran to my mom and was like,
What's happening?
yo, what's going on? She was like, what'd you eat? I'm like, peanuts. She was like, yo, how much did you eat? I'm like, show her the bag. And she's like, yo, fam, you can't eat this.
Is your mom a nurse?
Yeah, your mom knew that. I was like, yo, your mom just knew that off rip? Like, that's crazy. She's like, how much did you eat? I would have been like, nigga, what?
Get me to the
Yeah,
hospital.
I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Asking all these tough questions.
Yeah. I would assume that she probably have known what you're already allergic to prior to this, right?
No, but I'm not allergic to peanuts. That's
No, I'm saying it's like, but she probably knew.
she knows my
Yeah.
allergy already. Yeah,
So she's probably like, what the fuck? Like, you were near. Oh, that must have been crazy stuff. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I think I would.
But so hold on. So this is a common thing. Like if anybody can eat too much peanuts.
I think it's
And
just
they'll
depending
get-
on.
It's the peanuts.
It's on the person.
Peanuts have like natural allergens.
I feel like it's on
Oh.
the person. Like if
It is the person.
If you's a susceptible nigga to allergies, you know, weak nigga syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I say the same thing for niggas who can't drink milk. But
You know what I'm saying? I think you're gonna be susceptible to that peanut allergy. I don't know.
it's a
I never-
mindset. It's really a
It's
mindset.
Tighten up,
about-
tighten up.
Yeah, you only get allergies if you you break down and you surrender to the allergy. Like as soon as you saw them hives, you should be like, no, I don't got it.
You should have
They
just
would've retracted.
you should have just retracted that allergy, bro.
Bet.
Be like, yo, stop.
You good? That's all it is.
Chill.
Did you try?
Chill.
He didn't try. He just saw it and ran. He just panicked. Might even try to bring that shit back into him.
It's not bad where I had to get a fucking EpiPen. Because niggas have their throats closed and shit on them.
Yo, I'll never forget my cousin. It was so funny. We were at some restaurant. This guy ordered, and he's just like, "You guys use peanut oil in this?"
Oh God.
And they're like, "Yeah." I was like, "How the fuck did you?" It's to that point where like
Yeah.
it can sneak up on you. It's like, yo, even Poe. I remember one time, I was eating some. I didn't even eat them yet, but I had them. I was about to open them, and this guy's like, "Are those peanuts?" I'm like, "Yeah, barbecue." Let's threw them at him, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh shit! I was dead, man.
Almost dead of the nigga.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, peanuts is out here, bro. They're killers, bro. So it goes back to what I was
Silent
saying, yo.
assassin.
That's
Was
crazy,
peanuts
bro.
really that important to to us?
No, air conditioning, bro.
Air conditioning, definitely air conditioning.
That's a big one.
We invented air conditioning? Say a word.
The toilet.
Yeah, we
the
invented
toilets,
the elevator. Them niggas would have been taking
The
stairs.
toilet, the traffic light,
We got the toilet?
gas mask.
Nice.
Yes, bro.
Nice. I didn't even know we had the toilet.
All that.
Niggas was there digging up holes and doodooing in them.
Yeah.
All of
And closing up the hole after talking about
all the cathedrals.
moving your in-house
all the
everywhere.
cathedrals in Europe. all
Pyramids,
the White
Sphinx.
House. All of the statues. All that.
Yeah, man,
Everything.
be kind of rough without black people, man. I don't know. No hip
Ooh,
hop.
they wouldn't have.
They wouldn't
Their
have
doors wouldn't be not squeaky. That nigga made the.
WD.
Huh?
What the oil?
The nigga who, it's an old ass thing. It's a tin of oil, and he just, yeah,
The spray, the
Tin Man
spray.
thing?
yeah, like you just pour it. You know, if like
The
your
spray.
door hinge is creaky and
It's before WD-40.
yeah, it's before it's just oil. It's like this
Chicken
little
grease.
tin, and you just put it to grease up the hinge so it
Yeah.
doesn't squeak. And
Okay.
the nigga that made that, I read
know
it.
that. Yeah, man.
Because that's a
rough without
nuisance.
us, man.
White man's need us, whether they think.
Especially they want to hear music.
Hey yo, it was black women that got
Hello?
niggas up to the moon.
Blues, jazz.
Music like
Black people make rock.
Them niggas
the
would have been
drum?
fucking making the
drum?
medieval shit still.
Yeah.
everything, every genre started.
Yeah, we or like rock.
No, we made rock.
Not well, I'm talking like metal rock.
It came from rock though.
It all
It
originated.
all originated.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like evolution, you just gotta find where the main starting point was.
Yeah.
Even like dubstep, where do you think that came from? That came from the back
Afro
of
beats.
no,
Dub
it came
plates.
from the back of fucking
Dub plates.
dancehall like DJ. This so a lot of these dancehall artists, the DJ would have like
Dub
the
plates.
instrumental version on the back after the whole like track is done, and they just
Yeah.
have the dubs.
Yeah.
So these niggas would just go in there, take the dubs. Well, fast forward like how dubstep came, might as well just take that, flip
Remix the dub stuff.
yeah. So it's
It's
all
still structured the same because you have like the artist saying the DJ's name. Yo, you're listening to rah, right? So
Yeah, man. It'd be a rough world without us,
it
man.
would be.
I don't know, man.
I think
Yeah, man.
Culture.
They need us as much as they try to act like they don't.
Yeah, man.
But hold on,
Facts.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not gonna do it.
Nah. Young
Too late.
devil's
No.
advocate.
No.
Hold up, wait.
I'm gonna stop.
Nah, man, go ahead, man. I saw the
I'm not trying to do it.
You said hold up already.
I'm not trying to do it. New topic.
Already out.
Nah, you might as well say that this point.
already
I
here.
forgot.
I forgot.
I literally just forgot.
Why
I just
you
forgot.
gonna cap?
It left my mind.
Why you
It left my mind.
All right, we go let it slide. That's all good. This guy's tried hard not to smile though. What you got for the next topic, bro?
I don't know.
He remembers. He's just trying to pretend he didn't remember. Let's see. So the next thing I brought this up the other night, and basically it was this thing on another podcast, and she was saying that she had a guy come up to her, like someone that she knew, said, "Yo, don't pack anything. I'm gonna fly you out, and we're gonna go to this place for like a week." And she had a man at the time, and she said she went to her man and said, "Yo, I'm going." And her man got pissed off at her and everything because he thought she was gonna smash. She supposedly said she didn't smash, which is kind of hard to believe, but she said she didn't smash. And she's like, up until this day, her man still thinks that she smashed. Would you guys allow your girl to go out there?
For what?
So hold on, let me hear this again one more time. So
Absolutely
she flew somebody out.
No.
She got flown out.
She got flown out by the next man
Okay.
for a week.
For
He
a
said,
week?
don't pack. He said, don't pack nothing.
Don't pack anything.
I'm paying for everything. Everything's covered by me.
You body that.
Yeah. There's no way and she was in a relationship at the time?
And she was in a
Yeah,
relationship.
done deal, bro. Bro, if it's not looking good, bro.
Yeah, she was gonna argue with the people on the pod and say, "Yo, I didn't smash, and I don't know why men are so insecure about this." And I'm like, "Bro, this is crazy. I don't understand why you need to go in the first place."
So why didn't she bring her man with her?
Well, the man's not flying on her man, and even if
So what are we talking
did,
about here? What are we talking about?
Got bodied.
Like, come on, son. He bodied that bitch. Like,
he dealt with it, but she's trying to tell everyone that he did. But even if she didn't, it's still the
Pointless.
it's still the perception of the fact that you went out there and you just. To me,
like you're single.
I think this was. I think.
Yeah,
She's
but
but,
not
like you're
serious.
single.
She's not serious.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't care if you want to go on vacation. We'll go on vacation later.
Yeah.
She never really loved you.
Locks changed. Your stuff's outside.
Yeah, it's a big. Oh yeah,
Locks
go.
changed.
Go ahead. Bye.
You take stuff.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
Have fun.
Of course, I want you to enjoy.
Yo, make sure you call me.
Oh, God.
Hello.
I think those are the Chris Paul thing.
What?
Where they're like, here's
Oh, you
laugh.
have it off and you Yeah. Yeah, man. Nah, she wilded on for that, man. That don't make no sense, bro.
Different.
I don't know, man. I kind of like I wouldn't do it, but like I just feel like there's like this thing with like the new age of women where they feel like that they can kind of keep doing single girl shit even though they're in a relationship.
No, it just means they don't respect their man.
Yeah, but I feel like it's also like it's more frequent than it was ever before. Because I feel like back then they were like, "Yo, I'm not gonna do this just out of respect of my man," but like I feel like now the society we're in now, they just kind of feel like, "Nah, I want to have fun," and not really care about like how the perception of things actually look of
And
it.
if a girl's in a serious relationship, she's not gonna do that type shit. But if it's not
Yeah.
serious, then
If she's not thought, she's not gonna do it.
That part. For
Yeah.
real.
I don't think it's a respect. I think it's just like, yo, if you're like, some girls that just have the whole in them.
Traditional or you're not.
Yeah.
yeah, cause well, you know, can you turn a hoe into a housewife?
Nope.
You can try.
You can definitely try. I think you could definitely try.
It's your time.
You just gotta realize what that comes with.
The tone you came with sounded
Yeah.
like experience.
Nah, sorry, I was just.
It's just like flashback.
Yeah, who knows?
So I was like, nigga, she had a flashback moment where he's like, oh.
You could try.
You know what it is, man. I'm gonna tell you what it is, man.
Okay.
Sometimes when you've been to enough strip clubs, you kind of like, all right, I'm kind of getting lost. You could probably save one person,
Okay.
but then you realize that it's not.
There's no love in this
You
club.
can't
Not
save 'em.
possible.
They don't want to be saved.
They don't want to. I learned that.
Don't save her.
From J. Cole, eh?
Honestly, I was just talking shit. I have no experience. So I was just making bets. I'm a fucking gambling addict.
gambling
For
addict.
those who don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, my first step is admitting, right?
Yeah, first step is admitting, and I need help.
Okay.
I need help. So
Do you though?
I do.
Do you actually feel like you need help? Like you have an addiction?
I don't think I'm addicted fully, but I'm like, oh,
You're getting there.
I feel like it's
Yeah,
getting
how much have you-
uncomfortable.
you gotta leave the
Like,
group chat, man.
Huh? What?
How many zeros have you dropped on gambling?
Zero. Wait, sorry. Can you
Like
just
how
How many
repeat that?
digits?
Like you put in 1,000. You put 100.
Oh no, it'd just be like periodic, like increments,
Okay.
and I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Because I was using a lot of bet credits at first,
Right.
and I was doing good. But then when all the bet credits cut, I'm like, all right, let me just use a little bit of real money. And the real money was like, oh, because every leg I be getting, I'm like, oh man, they're almost hitting. Like they're like the right shit,
Right.
but just by a little bit. And you're like, bro, every time it's like so close. So
But you've won though.
I'll win here and there, but that's where the fun comes in. Now you're like, all right, that win was small. Maybe it could be bigger.
That
if you-
dopamine kicks in.
How many
Yeah.
bets? So just this week, how many bets have you made?
I mean, I make a shit ton of bets. Like, to be honest, it's just
An guesstimate.
it it depends really. Like, I guess it's like how do you ask that question? Like, I'll bet. Let's just say I bet on a lot of more things. I have no clue what I'm betting on. Like,
All right.
at first it was ball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Now you just built.
Now
you
I'm betting on
sumo
hockey.
wrestling. Like-
nah, not that far left. I'm actually just
Alright.
betting on all like the popular sports over here.
Okay.
It's like I'm betting on MLB now. I'm betting on
Baseball.
fucking hockey. I'm betting on fucking ball. So from what I've just gathered from everything, it's almost kind of more easier to gauge baseball and hockey than it is basketball. Basketball is such
But,
a
like,
wild ass.
But like, are you liking it because it's getting you into the sports world, or are you liking it for the money?
The thrill.
Thrill.
The thrill.
adrenaline.
It's really the thrill, man. Like I
That
will
stress.
say, me betting has got me into sports a whole lot more. Like
Right.
now I'm here, like, yo, let me tune in type shit. And now as you keep watching, you're kind of like, I'm not even like a fan of like teams. I'm just more like, all right, I know who's gonna probably play shit
Yeah.
based on certain things. So
Okay.
yeah,
Nah, betting takes the fun out of the sport, though.
betting takes the fun out of it.
Like, I feel like if you love this, like, for me personally, I love
I don't love the
basketball.
sport. As I said, I
That's
love
what
the
I'm saying.
thrill. The thrill of it
I
is
love
fun.
basketball, and I feel like when you bet a lot, it just kind of makes you be like, man, this sucks. Even during the playoffs, it makes you like more focused on the bet than the actual
You
playoffs.
can't do
Nah.
it for the money though.
Nah, for
What
Yeah.
about
I love the sport.
fantasy?
I think you can still
basketball?
love the sport, man. Because for me, I guess when I say I love, I guess I'm trying to say like, yo, I'm not like a fan. Like I'm like, yo, like
Mhm.
this is my
is my
team. I
team.
know the stat. I love the sport. The sport's still fucking fun to watch. That's why I said like the thrill of just like having something on the line is just like, oh fuck. Like to me now it's like it made me like the sport even more because now I'm tuned into like who's gonna probably win me more money, and then who's probably even gonna put on an entertaining game if anything. Because now when you start getting into the entertaining part of it, I feel like that's when you start making more ludicrous fucking bets. Like who's gonna score the first basket? Who's gonna do this or type shit. So I've gained a lot more love for certain sports just because of the thrill factor. Because I'm like, fuck, I don't know what's going on and I don't know what's happening. But as you start seeing where you fucked up and you're like where you would switch and you're just like, okay, cool. Like now I know what to look out for next time. Right? Oh, this guy's probably my favorite guy on this team because he always does this. He's always making me money by doing that.
Right. Yeah,
So-
I'll
Oh,
do.
you look
I'll
at
do
it like that.
Yeah, because it's like at
Oh.
a certain point, that's what I mean. Like it's not just the money part about it. That the money part is definitely a huge factor, but after a while it's kind of like you don't want to keep making blind bets. So now you want to see who you're investing in. Like all right, I'm putting $50 on Blue Jays tonight. Is Vlad gonna be hitting today? Like That
Yo.
nigga likes to hit a lot of home runs.
I don't know if this is the case for you, but it sounds like this is gonna hit a case where it's like you're gonna be so deep in that like at a certain point the losses are gonna make you like so upset you start fucking shit up. I don't know why, but
What
like,
do you
I
mean
just
by
get that-
fucking shit up?
Like you just get like the guys that like
Too
punch
deep.
screens.
No.
Like, just go
It's made me
crazy.
hella sad. I'll say that.
Okay.
There's one night where I'm just like, yo, a lot of bets should have been hidden, man. And I'm like, after that, I'm like, how much money did I just drop? Like,
Right?
it's not to say I
Like it's
dropped.
gonna get to like a Squid Game type tip.
It's not to say that.
It's like Squid Game, you know those guys are like so deep in there. Like,
Oh no,
Yeah.
never. I mean,
That's how those guys start. They're like, nah, that's not gonna be me.
I hear you still, but for me, it was more so just like I actually do try to stay within a limit. And
okay.
when I hit my limit one time, I was like, oh, okay. It was a wake up call still. So I'm like, all right, let me actually turn down. So,
You can also put a limit on the app. They allow you to put like a deposit limit and stuff
yeah,
like that.
that's what I mean.
just
I
in
have the
case.
deposit limit. So I hit that early, but it's just because I had put in money prior. My limit was 500, but I had put 250 in it to make a match.
Right.
And so I ran up another 250 and I didn't even realize. So I'm like, oh fuck, like
This guy's rich.
I did 250 or I'm like, yeah. So I was just like, yo, fuck, like, all right, that was like a wake up call because I could imagine if I did 500 and I would have been like, yo, nigga, what the fuck, and
So
nothing
you're
hit.
losing more than you're winning, and you still enjoy it.
No, I've won actually
In
more.
total, would you have say you made a profit since you started?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the losses are catching up to that profit. No cap. Like,
Yeah. Well,
so
You're
yeah, I
starting
guess
to
as I
break
said, like that's just the thrill and fun of it to me. Like I
Okay.
just
Yeah.
like it's stupid. It's definitely stupid.
No, I mean if it's what you enjoy,
But
I
it's
mean,
fun. It's fun as fuck. I
you can
will say.
afford it, then go crazy. Just
That's it, bro.
be
Yeah, and
smart
as I
about
said, I
it.
try to play within my means because I know some niggas that be throwing like $200 bets and shit. I'm like, oh, y'all niggas got it.
The
So
payout a little crazy though.
no, it's more. They do a lot of higher
what they
payout.
Yeah.
They do bigger payouts on safer bets.
Ah,
So it's like I'm gonna put 200 to make 400 or 500
word.
on these three people. So what I
200
do
on the Lakers losing or something like that.
for me, I go for long shots, and it's like right now I go for long shots because my goal, I'd love to hit a big one, just so I could start doing like a smaller plays but bigger money, so now I could play it safer. Because I've seen too much niggas hitting like their parlay is nice with making
Yeah.
smaller plays
Yeah.
and more money. I'm like, yeah, I don't have bare money to just drop on just to make that. I'm like, yeah, I'm going for the bag. And that bag has fumbled a lot. I have yet to hit one of my one of my longest tickets. Oh man, I'll never forget. James Harden fucked that up for me because
Only James Harden fucked it up.
he was the worst person to fuck it up for me. I was supposed to win 2 G's off of a $20 bet, and this nigga needed 15 points.
15.
The nigga ended with
When it was on
14.
Brooklyn. Oh,
He ended with 14 points. I was
That's
like,
painful.
yeah, that hurts.
yo, this whole the whole second half didn't touch the ball. Third half, every time he touched the ball,
Double team.
he threw it to the next man. He wasn't trying to play.
Oh,
I was begging for somebody to just
Wasn't that
foul him.
a playoff game?
Yeah, it was against
I think it was like game 3 or game 4 or
no,
game 2.
game 2, I think. It was game 2. This is right after Maxi and them went off. I'm like, hey,
Oh, that's game 1
it
still.
wasn't game 1. It was right after game 1.
Also game 2, yeah.
Game 2, because Maxi went off, and I'm like, Jesus
He's
Christ.
disgusting.
And then after I put it,
Nah, if Maxi went
He's
off,
on my
then
fantasy
that's
team.
game 1 then. Because game 2, Maxi didn't really go off.
that's what I'm saying. It was game 2. Game
Oh.
2 was when he was. I'm like, okay, Maxi went off. Like, let me put some shit on. And everybody was hitting. Maxi just barely scratched by. I'm like, okay, Harden got this. Like, man had the ball, and then he just kept passing it. And I was just like, yo,
What are you doing?
a man, foul him, please.
Yeah.
Nobody
Foul
couldn't
him.
foul him.
That's
And this nigga just ended the whole game not trying to score a basket, dog. I'm like, yo, I hate this nigga. I'm not betting nothing on this nigga. So
I feel like players know certain stats and certain things proving games.
yeah,
before they go out.
certain things, but like
So,
the thing is for me is like I do certain milestones. Like I'm getting deep into it, but like I do certain things where it's like I don't think it's not necessarily like I personally don't think it's like a player's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what they're saying, and I'm gonna fuck this up. Like I have options, so I was like, I could have put Harden at 10 points. I could have put him at 5. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I put him at 15 because I'm like, it's Harden.
Harden, yeah.
No,
I think low key, because I feel like some players have proxies to bet for them.
They get bonuses.
100%.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
too.
they're not supposed to do it, but like
I feel like they all do.
they
it.
do.
They all-
100%.
they all do.
Them niggas know about it.
Maybe Harden was just that game. It was like
I don't think he was like, yo, I'm gonna
that.
score under
It's
15.
under 14 or under 15.
Nah, I don't think, because it wasn't even that big of a difference whether or not
I feel like other people would place that same bet too. So
at 15.
not at 15. But what I'm saying is like, okay, go out there, get your assists, try and get the win, but know that you have to stay in this range.
Exactly.
I don't think it's that deep, to be honest. I definitely know
And then-
players.
Possible.
And the refs, you don't think the refs rigged the game?
Oh yeah, there used to be a bad ref.
I don't think.
He's a
I
really
don't
bad
think
ref.
it's.
He's getting a Netflix
In the
special.
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, they're having a Netflix
That
special
would
for
be
him.
terrible
Tim
calls
Dogging,
to fuck up the game.
I think like Tim Dogging or something like that.
This nigga be watching the app like foul.
No,
Fuck y'all
think they're
niggas.
talking to each other in the earpiece. He's talking to the man that's running the
True.
money. And
Yeah,
shit.
them kingpin dudes, man. Yeah,
That's
it's
These
crazy.
guys
Nah.
can't win. It's not-
Yo, they're going crazy.
Nah, he knows from the get go. Like he used to like make like bets on the side, and then be like, all right, I'm gonna make sure this person is getting their free throws. I'm gonna make sure this team wins. This wins the game.
I was gonna be like,
And he
yo,
was the
your
head
toes
official.
over the line. Run that back. Take a free throw, nigga. Don't fuck this up. I got money on you.
It's true.
That's crazy.
It's true. I believe it.
Well, okay, so I think that's a whole lot different. I don't think players are individually looking at every stat like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck my shit
No, they're
up.
not watching
No,
every
what-
stat, but
But
they'll
not
get
like-
like
depends on the
a
players,
contract or a bonus. Like, okay, go out there, drop 20, or you go out there, grab this amount of boards.
So this is what I do.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I do. On the niggas I expect to go crazy, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna prop you down. Niggas who
Down, what you mean by that?
like, I'm gonna make sure that I'm betting under what you're supposed to be getting. So if a
Okay.
man, say like Anthony Edwards last night, I expected him to hit 30. I think a lot of people expect this guy to go crazy because he's
Right.
such a good player.
Right.
So safe me would have been like, all right, a lot of people expect him to hit 30. So let me drop it to 20
Okay.
and then be safe.
Right.
Because at least if he doesn't hit that 30,
He held 20.
he hit the 20.
Right.
So I made 2 bets last night and he hit the 30, but he didn't get the certain assists that I needed
Ah.
and rebounds. But I propped it lower. I'm like, okay, he's probably going to get these, if anything. And
He did.
I did. So it was just like it's just kind of like that kind of mental game.
Smart,
That
you gotta be smart.
you gotta be smart with it. So that's why I kind of don't really feel as if like players are there sabotaging their thing like that. Because I think at that point, like if you expect a player,
Not in the NBA.
Not-
I would say like maybe college,
I'm not-
like certain things in
Not
college.
with the big players, but maybe I don't even know.
like with big players, I think a lot of people expect them to hit like 30, 20, 30s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the only time where, like, you know, one of those players would probably be like, "No, I'm not gonna hit 20 tonight. I'm gonna hit 15." You know what I mean?
I think like the role players too.
Even that.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna go out there and go off tonight. 'cause
Like I
they're
think
not
niggas
expecting you
who are
go off
expected to
tonight.
do certain things, like if they know they're supposed to hit it, I could definitely see like, all right, like just in case they fuck up, let me put it under. You know what I mean? So say like Rudy Gobert, oh, niggas expect him to get 10 rebounds. Let me drop him at 7 just in case. Just in case he decides to fuck around today and say, no, I'm not gonna catch.
They're
rebounds."
out, right? Utah's out, no?
Yeah, they're out now.
To who they lose to?
They lost to Dallas 4-2,
Shit.
That's
and
crazy.
Luka was in there for the first 2 games.
Hold that.
I also do agree with you now about, you know, the Utah fans not calling Donovan Mitchell the N-word.
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. So, last week we were talking about how racist Utah is and how it's a problem, how the players would complain. And I said, do you guys think that they're going to call Donovan Mitchell a nigger if he fucks this up?
Yeah.
And they said, nah, it doesn't make sense because he's one of them. And I was like, what? racists don't give a fuck about that.
Dog,
Bro,
yo.
that's regular. That,
You know what I mean? But
doesn't matter the circumstance. That's what you are.
I get it. I said the same thing. I'm like, yo, still nigga. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But these guys said no, and I think I was watching a game, and I'm like, I guess it does make sense. Like,
I think they'll trade him.
Yeah, if they trade him, then they'll be like, oh, you fucking nigga. We knew it.
Yo, there was definitely a 1-2 man that was like, had him on a bet slip, and Donovan fucked it up. And he's like, you fucking Jäger.
yeah, that's what I'm
He's
saying.
definitely one of them, man. 100%.
NBA stands for niggas bouncing around, man.
That's it, man.
That's why he's
You
leaving.
gotta unpack that. What do you mean by that?
NBA stands for niggas bouncing around.
That's crazy. Who made that up? You did, didn't you?
Pops.
I made it up, so.
That did. That's crazy. That nigga funny.
Sounds about right, man.
Niggas bouncing around.
So done. Happens, so.
You know, I remember I was a kid, and I remember somebody thought dunks were fake, and I was like, yo, that stumped me so hard. I was like, man, that don't make no sense. I think it was an Asian youth.
That sounds about right.
How do you fake a dunk, though?
It beats me. I'm just like, yo, they're actually jumping. Like,
Unless the
what
net's
did they put
lowered
in
or something.
fucking those invisible strings and shit? Like,
8-foot net.
You know, he probably just like, yo, if I can't do it, they shouldn't be able to do
niggas,
it.
nah, he was just so surprised by how niggas was defying gravity.
He probably also thinks
He
that.
couldn't jump.
That's what I'm saying.
why.
This was like when we were all youths, but I was just like, I'm like,
Thought
what?
he's equal to Vince
Probably-
Carter.
He probably also thinks
Oh,
that
this kind is not real.
they use prosthetics in the
CGI,
Little
CGI.
props and CGI, all that bullshit. Like, I'm like, yo, so you think the game is fake? Like, it was weird.
Okay, the game was fake, so.
You know, of course not.
Bring back slam ball.
You say slam ball?
I think
People enjoyed
NBA
that?
Jam.
I thought that shit was hilarious.
NBA Jam.
I think they should. I think they should
should
make dodgeball like a super national thing.
They do.
No, it's on certain channels, but it's not like
Yeah.
widespread, like ESPN Tonight type shit.
They'll get there soon, you know, it takes time.
It takes time, but I think like you just gotta garner
Need
that
a bigger
fan base.
audience, yeah.
Yeah.
You need the Michael Jordan of dodgeball to come true.
And that's
then they can be like,
and it's like, yo, how do you gauge
it's
who
a real
would be
sport.
the Michael Jackson, Jordan of
But like,
Dodgeball.
how would
They're
that
dominant.
even work? You need like the same age group or weight class. Like, how are you making
Co-ed.
it
No, it's
to
just
make it
teams.
fair?
Yeah.
It's just teams. You know, you just
Yeah,
you
but like
you
one
have-
man could just
you
be
have
like
12
an
people.
acrobat
But
gymnast.
well,
and
you
one
know,
person's like
yo,
a-
hold on. I don't even think
That
that'd be
wouldn't
an
even be-
issue. It's not an issue. I don't think so because
I feel like
that's all.
anybody
That's all
Be
teams
fair.
are already built off of.
Right,
Like,
right.
no, mans are gonna
Yeah.
pick bare big mans because they think it's gonna be more beneficial, or somebody's gonna get more smaller people that are more nimble and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
I'd be going for.
Someone's gonna be complaining.
I'd be going for.
Who cares? Build your team better.
Going for the dropout baseball players or the pitchers.
Got a chip on their
Ooh,
shoulder.
I'll be going for the QBs. No cap.
QBs, yeah.
QBs could probably make some good throws. Like, oh, you're running that way right before you get
Yeah.
there.
Headshot.
Nah, but they're going for like they're gonna go for the
Want some
NFL and
point
all that,
guards.
'cause that's where the
I
bags
think
at.
some point guards would do some good.
Point guards too.
Nah.
Yeah.
The no look
No
passes
look
on the
Nah, point guard wouldn't be able to do it. So,
What?
like,
Steve
better
Nash?
than a baseball player. And
They got the
They
arm,
football
but like the certain passes where you could just to catch, to save,
Catch
to save.
to save
That'd
it.
be-
Okay, you think of defense.
Wide receivers.
That's
too,
what I was gonna
wide
say.
receivers.
Some wide receivers.
Wide receiver be
You
different.
might get some outfield men to play. Actually, nah. Them niggas still fumble the ball when they're like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I can't see it.
Or like a,
the sun's
This
in
one,
there.
ah.
They have those suns
Nah,
in
for
the
that.
gym.
It is. I played it. Trust me. I trust me. I played baseball on a sunny day, and I'm like, oh, that ball high up. I'm not even gonna look. I remember when I used to play baseball. Yeah, I'm like, oh, the sun is right in my shit. I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna catch this ball, yo. I moved out of the way, yo.
drops on your head.
You know, enjoy. Fuck that.
Yeah. Man, I couldn't fuck with baseball. I remember I tried to try out for the team. This is back in elementary school. I almost made the team, but then like, you know when you're supposed to say like, if you're throwing a ball, you make sure the person is looking at you.
I got it.
Yeah. So literally, the coach is looking at me, and I throw it, and as soon as I throw it, he wants to turn around, and then the shit hits him on his head, and I'm like,
You're my
"Bruh."
dirty coco.
Yo, it was nasty. He's like, you, get out. And I'm like, what the fuck? All man
No,
saw.
hey, listen, getting hit by a baseball is no fun.
It's no fun. Yo, I felt bad.
I got
But,
hit in my ear by one.
I was also like, bro, you were looking at me. You saw me throw this.
Said that to him.
I said it to
He
him.
looked at you while the ball was in the air and he said, "All right, Jason."
I was saying to him,
Turned
I was
around.
like, at the time, I was like, what do you mean? Like, I saw you look at me. He's like, no, you go. But I was just like, whatever. I think what it was.
He saw you after you threw the ball.
I think what it was, I put so much arc on it.
That's what I'm saying. The ball was in the air.
It was way
I already
up.
seen the play, fam. I would have been like, "What the
way
fuck are you throwing the ball at me for, too?" Because I imagine he probably looked at you
No,
after.
he's the one he's the pitcher. He's he was the one pitching to the students. So I was like, he's the one who's supposed to get the ball. So
I hear you, but you
it was
probably
the only ball he's supposed to get.
You probably chucked it in the air. This
High
nigga,
arch,
this
I remember
nigga,
it.
this nigga looked back and just saw you standing there and was like, "Nah, Jason's cool." Whoop.
He got bugs.
And then when he turned around,
that's exactly what happened.
Coco, and it's just like, "Yo, what
That's
the
exactly
fuck?"
what happened.
And he turned back.
Totally.
He turned back and seen you, and it was like,
I'm holding my
"Nigga."
head. I'm holding my head like, wow.
He looked back and said,
Just holding just
"This
smiling.
nigga." He probably
Your shit
giggled
up.
when that shit happened.
No, I felt bad.
Yeah, getting hit by a baseball is warranted for not feeling good after. I got hit in the ear. That shit hurt.
Fuck that.
I got a whole
body.
baseball bat swung on my fucking hand. I was so surprised that shit didn't break or nothing.
I got a baseball bat hit in the head.
Ooh.
They gave me a big coco in the middle of my.
Oh fuck!
That's fucked up.
Yikes!
How did
Huh?
that happen?
Well, we're doing dumb kid stuff, and I hit a ball, and it bounced off of the ball and came back and hit me in my head.
Hit a ball, and the bat bounced off of the ball and hit you in the head.
I'll give you more context. It was like those exercise the exercise ones you
Okay.
sit on.
The yoga
So
ball.
you
ball?
went like, huh?
I went like this, and it came back.
You hit a yoga ball with a baseball bat in it.
It's not a yoga ball.
Exercise.
It's an exercise ball.
Oh, so like the medicine ball.
Oh,
No, the
you know
exercise
the
ball.
big
The ones
bouncy
you sit
one?
on.
The big
It's a
bouncy
yoga
one.
ball. It's a yoga ball.
That's not a yoga ball. It's exercise
It's a
ball.
yoga ball.
I don't know what a yoga
Same
ball
thing,
is.
yeah.
Shit, yeah,
Yeah.
same shit.
Nah, we'll search for the yoga ball. If you search the exercise ball, that's what comes up.
Yoga ball.
Well,
same
type in
thing.
yoga ball.
No, not yoga ball. Say like if you,
See what comes up.
cause I never searched up yoga ball.
People call it that.
It's that.
It's the same shit.
It's the same shit.
Same shit.
I got this.
Either way, yeah. So I hit that and it bounced off and then hit me right back in my forehead, and I got folded.
Yeah, that's not hilarious.
Yeah, it hurt. I had cold I had to ice it for a bit, and it went down after a day, so it wasn't too bad.
Those ones hurt.
Oh my god.
You're a dolly. Were you dolly? Were you by yourself?
No, it was like me and friends. Like that's what I said. Like
Oh,
we're
so
just doing
man's
kids.
side.
We're doing kids stuff. No, we're doing kids stuff. Like you know when you're kids, you're doing dumb stuff. Kids getting hurt. I would have been a perfect candidate for that.
That sounds
America,
painful.
what is it? America, what is it called?
No, it's kids getting hurt. That's what it's
Oh, but
called.
it's a show. What is it?
Oh, America's funny.
America's
Yeah,
Funniest
funny
Video.
and ridiculousness.
Yeah, I've had too many moments in my life where I'm like, if there's a camera, it would have won us a couple $1,000. I definitely would have been a final candidate for that show. Love that. I love that show. Every Sunday, every
right?
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, every Sunday on
They
Fox.
had Carlton hosting too.
I was watching it then still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching it.
No, I haven't seen
No, I
it.
think they finished it.
Merged it into something. I know it comes on like.
Well, there's no point in doing it because they give Instagram now.
That's true.
That's basically like when it became Instagram, just kind of took it over. You just don't get paid.
took it first, and then
Yeah, that's true.
With the Vine comps,
yup, the fight comps.
good times still.
Apparently, there's a petition to take Amber Heard out of Aquaman 2. You just saw that? Yeah. It almost has 3 million signatures.
Amber is Johnny Depp's wife or ex-wife. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really see why she should still be benefiting off of like what she did. All the stuff that she did throughout the case. I mean, throughout the whole situation is pretty fucked up, and you can't really allow that. And there has to be some kind of repercussion. Like take her out of Aquaman. Apparently, her and the guy that actually plays Aquaman don't really have chemistry anyway.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Apparently, they said that they didn't even have chemistry. So
Kyle Draco, or what's his name in fucking Game of Thrones?
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
Drogo? Am I the only one that watched Game of Thrones in here?
Nick watches it.
Okay. What's Jason Momoa's name in that show again?
He was
Yeah, Kyle Drogo. Was he Drogo?
He was the Dothraki nigga. Yeah, he died pretty funny. He got one slash and he's I'm dying.
Yeah.
I got infected. He died.
Yeah, it must have been rough back then, bro.
What happened? What you guys talking
No,
about?
see you too.
We apparently Amber Heard. People signed a petition to take her out of Aquaman 2.
almost 3 million people signed it.
Nice, yeah, get that bitch out of there, man.
Yeah.
What should be doing to Johnny Depp was unforgivable.
Yeah.
Alive.
I mean,
I
let her keep the movies she already has.
Right? Like, like you go digitally.
Yeah, he can't.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Even if it drops, people gonna boycott
Like
it.
people are
regardless.
gonna still find a way to buy the DVD and shit. Like they're not gonna. You have to remember. You have to remember, there's a whole company that's making money from these too. So like, they're not gonna drop the bag just because.
I think they're gonna blacklist her.
That's probably about it.
After she's done, because like I don't think no one's gonna want to work with her because they're gonna be like, yo, this bitch gonna lie about me.
I don't know if it's gonna be like this bitch gonna lie about me, but more like I seen what you did. You a snake.
To work with.
Nah, it's well that too, but it's just kind of like the fact that you see what she did in her personal life. You don't want to work with her.
That's what I mean. I just be like, yo, you're a shit person. I don't think it'd be like you're gonna lie on me too.
Well, you don't know. You don't know what goes through her head. She might try to do something so she can get back in people's good grace.
It's possible. Hollywood's a fucked up place.
Yeah, you never know. Especially what she's been doing right now. You never know. She's very unpredictable.
What's she been doing?
Yo, she
look at Johnny Depp.
She moved really weird. Like you would see her because in the court case, they would show evidence and she would set up cameras on her. Well, she set up her phone to record and then have a conversation with Johnny. So like she's trying to get a rise out of him to catch him slipping and catch him doing
set him up
in court.
Set him up. Yeah. They played those videos in court.
Oh, I thought she was doing that while in court. I was
No.
what?
No. It was evidence. It was a video already done.
Yeah, no. I mean, as I said, I heard the audio and all that shit from Time, and just from what I gathered from it, I'm like, yo, she really tried to make this nigga swing on her, man.
Yeah, she tried.
Like she tried. She thought he was that one. She thought he would be the one to fuck her up.
Bag.
Yeah, and that's crazy because like it's almost like she been premeditated it. Like,
Plan.
you know what I mean? It wasn't even like I fuck with this guy. Like it was just like I'm gonna make you beat my ass one day.
And that's what some fun
I think that's what it was looking, or maybe it just happened like after, like, and it just wouldn't make no sense to me why it would happen after, but to me, in my head is kind of like, yo, like at what point?
Unfair? Is it a little? I'm gonna play young devil's advocate.
My nigga,
you know
let's go. Let's get the conversation rolling.
It's a little unfair to say that. Like maybe she actually did have feelings for the guy,
and that's
maybe he was treating her like shit. Or and she felt he was treating her like shit.
And she just wanted to show it.
And then she wanted to show it.
Now we're potting. So that's what I was thinking in my head low key. Because I'm like, yo, what if actually he was actually, doing bare shit. Yeah. And then he kind of just stopped doing it. And she's just like, yo, I got to catch this nigga in the act. And then in the act of her trying to do that, she low key just fucked up her own self.
That's it.
And now this nigga's there like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You punched me. Cause yo,
he pulled the
take it in.
That's a nasty Uno reversal.
All right.
She did not expect it. She's like, what?
What? I didn't just hit. I hit you, yeah, but I didn't punch you. Like that sounded like she got gaslit. Like, oh, this nigga, like, oh shit, you got me, you bitch. Like that's how it felt like she was saying it. So I was like, yo, thinking like, yo, what if this nigga actually just start playing? Cause sometimes I was hearing Johnny talk, and I'm like, this nigga sound like, oh, why you do that type shit? And that started to make me think like, how many of us?
Yeah.
I know a girl put their hand on us once before, but we never took it as nothing, right?
Yeah, it's a little slap.
So how many of you know what I'm saying? How many of us would have actually took it serious? Like, yo, what the fuck did you hit me for? Like, you hit me.
I ain't been hit that hard yet.
That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't my mom that did that shit, then it's like, oh, like, Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Not even like, you hit me.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. A hit's a hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I think. To her, she's probably like, oh, fuck. Like, she was trying to describe, like, yeah, I hit you, but I didn't punch you.
Yo,
I didn't
you know
grab.
what's funny?
And then
she
she's like,
tried to save it on the
Yeah.
recording. Like, she could have just deleted it. But she's like, nah, I gotta save this.
Yeah. She's like, all right, whatever it takes to get this nigga.
This is our one take. This is my one take.
This is my
Oh,
one
yeah.
chance.
Oh
Try to
my
ting,
God.
bro. She's just making him seem more. That's why she said, "All right, you're a pussy. You're not a man." And that was another way to see if he'll do something.
to trigger him.
Try to trigger him.
Yeah.
Yo, it wasn't working.
Yo, yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
she was
Trying to
her plan.
provoke him.
I'm telling you, that nigga probably was provoking her, and then she's like, "I gotta get this nigga back," and it just wasn't happening. The nigga seen through all that, and now she's there looking like the crazy one, like fuck.
She fucked up. She fucked up. That's all it was.
But yo, that's just one other side to look at it from. So
You know what I mean? There's always three sides to the story.
True that.
You know what I mean? We gonna hear what it is. So, or
right.
maybe we never will.
I can't wait to hear.
I think this is the most we're gonna
There's
get.
a lot of court shit that be happening. I just want to hear the conclusion too. So
Yeah.
this is definitely just one of
Oh,
the.
she's
Definitely
losing.
wanna hear the verdict. Well, she's losing publicly. I don't know about in court. Well, no, it sounds like she's losing in court because her counsel is kind of be fucking up sometimes.
Yeah, this guy's stuttering too much.
I heard that nigga be searching for shit for like minutes, just
Yeah.
trying
Do you
to.
see when the man objected his own question?
Yeah.
Nah, who's our team, fam?
Yeah.
Yo, this guy asked a question. He was like, were you there when his finger got cut off? And he was like, oh, well, so when I got there, I was told, objection.
Yeah.
And the judge was like,
But you asked the
well, you asked the question.
I said, objection. Man, breathe into the mic, bro. That's funny.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's fun. This is the most entertaining fucking court case I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, well, I mean, what other one is there that's entertaining right now?
This is like Hollywood type of stuff.
Yeah.
Not really like, I guess, court case.
That's funnier than this, except for like Judge Judy or like Judge Brown.
Oh,
Those are like pub. That's
Yeah,
public
yeah,
court.
It's more something serious. So
Yeah.
for a
Like,
serious one, it's just
it's like celebrity status, like
yeah,
stuff. Bags are being like passed around.
yeah.
man's-
Have you ever talked about funny court cases? Like I watched some funny ones with People's Court. Like this one guy tried to sue this lady,
Yo.
and then after the woman had a recording of the man agreeing to everything, and this guy had and she was like, hey, you agree with everything? You see the stove is working, everything's working, everything's good. I have a video of you signing the contract, and I asked you, do you understand the contract? And you said yes.
On video.
On video.
Okay. So why they?
And well, because like the stove stopped working, but that was because that's on them because they're tinkering
right,
with it.
right.
You know
So
who's a fucking funny ass judge? Mathis.
Mathis?
That nigga could spot a crackhead in no time. I'll never forget this old lady was talking.
Wasn't there a case where he was like doing crack or some shit?
Nah. Yeah, no.
No, am I tripping?
Mathis
Yo,
doing
I don't
crack.
yeah, you're tripping. So
Crack.
Yo, I saw a fucked up news headline with him. I don't know.
I mean, unless he did crack back in the day or something.
the only Judge Mathis thing I remember, it was Judge Brown.
Judge Brown started going off the rails.
Okay, maybe.
Judge Joe Brown?
I remember he talked about like the Bill Cosby situation.
Oh yeah.
And this guy was like, yo, this woman's a whore.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Yo, he hated women, bro. He hated titties, bro. You could tell.
those white women are whores.
He
I was like, God
beat a woman,
damn.
bro. I could tell. But Mathis, that nigga could spot a crackhead in no time. That man will call you a crackhead even if you gave up crack like a few years ago, dog. There's this old lady who was on it, and that man said, I could tell you did crack before or some shit.
In court?
And she just said, nah, I never do crack, this and that. Are you sure you never tried it? You never
In court?
Yeah, in court. The man said, you sure you never tried? She's like
Is
back
that
in the
allowed?
day, that man said, got you, bitch. Like,
Gotcha. Yeah. What the fuck?
you know, I'm gonna try to find it. That nigga could spot a
remember
crackhead
that
so
clip.
fast.
I don't even like watching his show as much just because, like, sometimes I feel like this guy's cracking too much jokes during the case. That's the only reason I like People's Court a little bit more because, like, they're kind of more, and Judge Judy, because they're kind of more straight to, like, focus on the case. And sometimes they make it a little bit relatable, Judge Matheson, this guy just be talking like everyone in the court's his homie. And it's like, yo, bro, deal with the case. What are you really on right now?
I think it's probably you like you put yourself in the situation. It's like what if I was there and this guy's like cracking all these jokes. Like, boy, you look like a motherfucker. It's like, man, I came here to get my shit. I came to get my kid, man. Hey, can we sort this out, please?
Why
you joking
I
so
found
much?
it. I found it.
This is supposed to be funny.
Oh shit. Shit. I mean,
we'll be like, kill me. Like, y'all be playing with me.
Alright, hold on. I'm about to play it real quick. I found it.
Yeah, go look for that stuff, boy.
Maybe a little bit at a time. Never.
One rock.
Tried it one time.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Might have been 30 years ago. Nigga said, I can smell the crack on you, fam. Lady said, one rock.
Maybe one rock.
Maybe.
That's crazy,
Hey,
bro.
like, yo, nah, there's no way this guy.
Yeah, crazy, bro.
You got me
I can't
still.
believe they did it on TV and they actually showed that episode.
A nigga called.
Oh, you can't charge someone
A
for
man
that.
called the man called one of the defendants or the accused nigga a crackhead, and the man just had to hug it, dog. Man said, "Yo, stop talking, you crackhead. Your brother's talking," and the man just hugged it.
Yo, you can't argue with the judge because you pissed him off. They just can kick you out the court.
Trying to get your shit situated, man.
Alright? And then if you're not in the room to defend yourself, you're just gonna lose. So might as well just hug it. Gotta tuck your mouth in. But anything you guys want to bring up before we wrap up this week?
Oh, what's our time at?
125, but it's after full.
I ain't got nothing to bring up. You got anything to bring up next?
No.
Run that new 7 LimLeft mix
Oh
up on
yeah.
SoundCloud.
Hey, yeah. If y'all didn't know,
already
man,
know.
y'all niggas thought I was being a joker when I said I'm gonna really do this DJ thing, man. Y'all niggas really thought. Tune into motherfucking LimLeft Radio, man. Left Radio, episode 8. I'm on that motherfucker, man. I'm on the second half of that bitch, but the whole thing is fucking fire. But yo, we out here, man. More
Seventh
episodes
Light.
and shit coming soon, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You can find it everywhere on Spotify, on
SoundCloud,
what's the other thing called?
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. On Apple.
Only SoundCloud.
Only SoundCloud?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not,
No, cause
Copyright
so-
issues.
Unless you got like I think a deal with like those streaming services, or if I don't know how
You don't
Spotify
own the
works.
rights to the music, so the safest option is SoundCloud.
SoundCloud used to be on their bullshit talking about, oh, you can't upload mixes because of copyright issues.
They
But
used
now-
to, yeah, they used
they
to
switched
scan
up.
the file. That happened to me a few times.
Yeah, now they
I'll record a whole mix and they're like, yeah, this song, because of this song, you can't upload
the whole thing.
this
Yeah.
30
that's why
minute
some
thing.
people just upload bare remixes.
Word.
That's why I started doing with flips and sound effects and stuff, because when it does get scanned, they still can't pick
it
up
up.
on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Definitely go check that out, man. If you haven't already, go ahead to that maneuvermensgrooming.com/Mossin. Go ahead, get you some beard oil, some combs, some brushes, some shampoo, some moisturizers, some lotion. You know, get all that. You know?
He's the beard oil. He's the pick comb.
Oh, you got one, right?
Yeah, I got the pick comb.
How's that lotion, man? How it feel?
What
It's
lotion?
invigorating.
How's that lotion, man? How it feel?
I never bought lotion. I bought sheer butter.
Oh, you only got the beard oil?
I got sheer butter. I never bought
Sheer
lotion.
butter?
Yeah,
Shea butter, you mean?
sheer butter.
Sheer?
You
S-
say
Shea.
Yeah.
Shea.
Sheer butter.
It's shea butter, right? Not sheer.
Are you doing this on purpose or are you actually?
He's being a hard R.
The man fucked up and he's a
Hard
no,
R.
I'm a keep.
All right. So at the end of your purchase, use promo code MAM for Mans of Mossin. Go ahead, get you 15% off. You know, help yourself, help us, man.
The Man's the Monster Podcast, episode 71.
We ended off there. All right.
Yeah.